Welcome to Hoops and Headspace, the podcast where mental health and sports intersect. I'm your host, Jada Rich.
I'm your co-host, Tae.
For sure. And we don't have a guest to bring to you or anything. It's just me and Tay today. It's been a minute, and Tay was like, yo, we've been doing guests. So, you know what I'm saying? To my mom, I feel like we got us some decent credibility
Mm-hmm.
enough
Yeah.
to talk today.
Yeah.
So,
Mom, I hope we did enough.
yeah.
Woo.
So today, we're just going to talk about why athletes from small areas don't make it. Just again, in our opinion, um, and maybe y'all can get something from it, and like, share, comment. When you comment, give us your opinion on the topic. But for us, I mean, we're from small towns. I feel like we can speak on this subject. We're from small towns. We play sports. I think that we both had decent athletic abilities, decent talent, and we've also seen other athletes that are way more talented than us come from the same areas and still not reach what we felt like was their full potential. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's kind of what we're gonna talk about today.
Oh, another trip down memory lane.
Yep, on down memory lane. So, we're just gonna start. Uh, First question I'm gonna kind of get me and you on. When did you realize that exposure mattered more than stats, like for yourself or in general?
Mm, it was a dude. I ain't gonna say his name, but it was a dude in our division, and he had just a little bit more exposure. Not too much more, but just enough for colleges to come look at him and stuff. And his numbers weren't better than mine. So I think that was 11th grade year.
And, for me, Tay, I was thinking about this earlier today, and what came to my mind when I was thinking about when did I realize exposure mattered more? It's always mattered more, just like in a different way. Like, for example, when we were younger, the saying was, "It's not what you know, it's who you
Who you
know."
know? Mm-hmm.
And now it's not necessarily who you know, but who sees you, or if enough people see you doing it. You know what I mean? Because of the
Facts.
social media and stuff. So same concept, just a different way. So that's my answer for it, bro. And I feel like when we was younger, sometimes, like you said, it was that player that maybe went to a bigger school, like a higher A, or you know what I'm saying? Something just gave them an edge as far as people knowing them enough to
Yeah,
where,
them politics, last names, and all that stuff.
yeah, enough to
Yeah,
get one of them
mm,
scouts to come to a game or so.
yeah,
You know what I
he
mean?
wasn't better than me though. I
Yeah.
fried him every time we played.
And that's my thing. Like, mentally, I'll say mentally, that's something I struggle with. Like, mentally wrapping my mind around the fact that I feel like there were some times throughout my career that I compared myself to other players, and I definitely felt like I was a better player, but yet they ended up with the better opportunity. So I agree. I agree with you on that
And he
for
was
sure.
younger than me, and they had him ranked better than me.
Yeah, like you said, we
And
ain't really bringing names or nothing, but I can definitely think of
I
some.
fried him every time I played him though. I fried him.
Yeah, man, and they make it worse too. Like, not only thinking that you better than them, but like you said, you done played against these people, and your stat line was better against them and against other opponents. Or if y'all played the same opponent, your stats, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's those games I feel like you would like to watch me play, cause I had a point to prove. You not finna outscore me. So yeah, when I played him, yeah, I took that real personal.
Yeah.
Fried him.
And then my thing is, I don't know what big city athletes look like. You know what I'm saying? As far as like their path. But in my opinion, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes it's easier for kids that stay in those bigger places like those Atlantas, those Dallas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got more options, opportunities, but at
Yeah.
the same time, they fighting more people. So, you gotta look at it from that perspective too, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, it's a
We come
bigger.
from not really having the exposure, but we ain't really got that much to compete against.
Yeah.
So it's like it flip and flop, but
Yeah.
having the extra exposure, I feel like it push you a little farther, you know what I'm saying? Because you got more opportunities. Like you said in Atlanta. How many schools in Atlanta?
I can't, don't make me
It
lie.
I know it's more than
Then
what we
how
got.
many kids in
Y
each school?
Yeah, so
Like, what is a small school there?
probably like Tupelo here.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And like to us, Tupelo big. You know what I'm saying? But then like, they get access to, like you said, facilities, bro. Imagine like, bro, just trying to play pickup. Like, we was talking to Cam in that episode with Cam briefly about the lack of access to facilities in our community, but they everywhere in big cities.
Everywhere.
You know what I
When I
mean?
stayed in Indiana, they had outside courts, gyms open 24/7, so, like, yeah. That's one thing I did enjoy when I lived in Indiana.
Like something as simple as I've always dreamed about this, something as simple as this, like get off work, in the movies how they got their gym bag. You feel me? They go, it's pickups on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just pick up. They got gyms just dedicated to that, or even workout gyms that have the extension. Cause when I went to college, when I was at Southern, I got to experience that. Oh man, tell you, it was like a drug. That's why my GPA was so low. Like, was I partying and this and the third? Yeah. But
I'm hooping.
bro,
I'm hooping.
what? I'm in the pain center. I spent most of my time in the pain center hooping, hooping, hooping. It was, bro, like 4 to 6 courts just of hooping. Gym ain't closed till 10, and you better believe that I'm in there until 10. Do you hear me?
I hear you. I
And
hear
I
you.
mean it. And it's like we don't got nothing like that. The closest thing we got, what, a couple courts outside?
Co
One here in Wymney.
yeah. Uh,
Do we got one in Ripley outside?
nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, so
And then you got Dominique's in Blue Mountain,
y yeah,
so but
but that's, that's his,
that's
you know what I'm
his, yeah.
saying? Like, so and we shout out to Dominique for allowing the public in general, you know what I'm saying?
Shout
Flowers
out
to
Neek,
him.
man.
Yeah,
Shout out Neek.
yeah, for sure. Flowers to him because he ain't gotta do that. But, you know what I'm saying? It's the fact that even the fact that we gotta be super grateful for that because that's probably one of your only opportunities in our area is a big thing. And I feel like, that's something we need to really, you know what I'm saying, as a community, discuss on a deeper
Uh,
level, not just complaining,
when I get some
but
money
trying to
on
find a solution.
when we get some money on, that's first thing Imma do.
Hey, Imma tell y'all right
Bro,
now,
I'm
I
telling you.
pinky swear, if Hoops and Headspace
We get some
fly
money
off,
on,
man, what? And that's been my dream since I was a kid.
man, what?
Oh,
That's it.
man, a Hoops and Headspace, like, gym, I'm not yo, that'd be fire.
Don't worry. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Here go optimistic Tay. Um, and then we also gonna talk about, like, how many great players? Cause we said we was talking about us, and we said we done seen some, but how many great players never left Tipper County, bro?
A lot.
You know what I mean?
A lot. A lot, man.
And it's the thing though, that's what leads me to the question of, or our topic today. That's what leads us to this topic. We can really flood our minds with so many of them, for real, that we know compared to players that we see now, players that
Mhm.
we saw in a era. They should have been way,
I
you know what I'm saying?
I went back and watched Cam episode, and y'all was talking about Ripley, like, y'all top. And I got to thinking, and I said, "Man, it's one dude that folks never excuse me, never bring up,
Who?
Anthony."
Hey,
Anthony was man,
defensively and
man,
offensively,
Anthony was nice.
yeah,
He get overlooked. That's one
a lot.
that's a sleeper for
And
y'all.
and I'll say again, the thing is though, we had such an era in Ripley where there were so many strong because you gotta think, put Anthony on a different roster, he's like the star player. Put
Him,
him on any roster, he's a star
him.
player, he's him. You know what I mean? But again, in Ripley, we had such an era where there were so many hims, so many hers at one time. To you know what I'm saying? Because he's on the roster with Kanan, he's on the roster with Malik, he's on
He's
that roster
also
with Dion, he's
he,
on that you know what I'm
he's
saying?
also was on that roster with AC.
You know
So
what I'm
he
saying?
was in a weird he
You
was
know
in
what
a
I mean?
weird place, man.
So, it's so much talent around you, and it's not to knock his talent 'cause, again, dog on both
Boy,
sides.
I was thinking about that. I said, "Hey, he'll get
Yeah,
another
yeah, man, shout
dog,
out for sure,
man."
man. And just, like, quiet, smooth dude, not smooth temperament, just hoop, you know what I mean? But, again, the reason why we speaking on that topic again is because we can the whole episode can be just us naming people. But then with us naming so many people, that's why we have the question of why do we not make it out of these small towns? But when we talk about why, so we're gonna discuss different things both of us have experienced that maybe blocked us, you know what I'm saying, personally, and maybe expand from there. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go from there.
Bet, I got you. It worked.
So I'll say first thing for me off top personally. Um when I played and thinking now, when we were playing AAU was like a thing, but it wasn't as predominant as it is now.
If you made it AAU back then, like you was
You know what I
A,
mean?
yeah, you want A? What?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mhm.
And but now, in which that's still kind of the same.
No, it's not.
With what I mean is like there's still that pocket for the elite in AAU. There's still that pocket. But the thing is, back then, like you said, it was more of a VIP access. You know what I mean? But I'll say a blockage for us was me personally, the closest team for me, which I played my AAU team was based out of Tupelo. So
Yeah.
but
I played for a team out of Shannon. I can't remember the name of it. But man, I had fun when I played with them boys too.
yeah.
They were good,
And
man.
yeah, because and then the thing is, it was for me and Zeta at the time, that was big for us to be on the AAU team in Tupelo because you talking we normally play 3A ball. We getting the opportunity to play with girls that play 6, 7A basketball during the summer. That's a good opportunity for us. You know what I'm saying? And so, but the thing is, like I said, we stay in Ripley. Tupelo for us is like what 45, 50 minute
45.
drive.
Mhm.
Okay, so you talking about that drive for practice, that's practice alone, you know what I'm saying? You're not talking about the fees, you're not talking about the travel. Um, and so I say for me at that time, the lack of AAU opportunities closer to home, like some of the kids have now, like shout out to Lido and them, shout out to anybody that's doing AAU in the Tippah County area.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, just because had that been closer to home, that opportunity, and access to a gym for that, that would have been a plus for me.
Lack of resources.
Yeah, so yeah,
Uh,
lack of
the
the
lack of
resources.
resources. Like you said, Tupelo 45 minutes away. Not having access to open gyms. And I say for me, it was more like I grew up with a single mom, working graveyard shift.
Mm,
And I paid attention to stuff at an early age, so nah, I ain't even finna put that on mama.
yeah,
I got food, lights, and water over my head. I'm good. So I feel like that's what it more was for me. But I was blessed enough to have the opportunity to play AAU basketball, and I was also blessed enough to play AAU football for a year. So I got to do 'em at least once.
yeah,
So and I enjoyed it. But yeah,
yeah. Because the thing is, thinking now, AAU is so beneficial because that's when college coaches and stuff are off. It's not their season, so I have more time to kinda go visit and go see kinda what I want, and then you gotta think, if I'm a coach who in my mind, I'm like, if I can go to a gym with 6 courts, 6 games, You know what I'm saying? 12 teams at one time, see several kids, one opportunity. Yeah. I've been to several tournaments. I've been in them, you know, as a AAU coach. I've been to them where you walking in and it's a line of college cars. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So for that to be such a big opportunity, but for us to have not had that resource closer to home, and then like you said, when our parents worked those types of shifts, let's say the team was based out of Ripley, New Albany. If they did work that shift, there's a better opportunity of, hey,
mhm.
so and so playing a team too. You know what I'm
You right with
saying?
them,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right down the street 10, 15 minutes compared to, you know what I mean? And then I'll say from trying to do AAU myself in this area, you know, the biggest struggle I had a gym. And shout out to what is that church over there by Westwood to do Hillwood over there past the elementary and stuff. Was it
I
First Baptist or something? What is that?
I
Second Baptist?
don't
What is
let me
that
lie,
church?
but I know what you're talking about,
But
yeah.
so yeah, somebody help me out with the church over
I
there by
put it in the
Westwood.
comments, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. They allowed us a gym for a summer. So shout out to them. But it is so hard to get your hands on a gym. And me and Tay discussed this, because the panel thing is public, so we can put this out there when it comes to us having resources again. Now we on facilities, you know, as far as the battle of trying to have AAU teams then and now. You know what I mean? Um, you talking about the fact that for the park commission gym in Ripley, it's crazy.
Little steep.
It's a lot of steep. It's a lot of steep to get the park commission gym. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing in my mind about that. All year, you can charge parents for them to play volleyball, for their kids to play basketball in there, for them to play soccer on your fields, for them to play football on your fields, etc. But you're telling me for the community to use your facility for something of their own,
Mm.
then
Go ahead.
I don't know nothing about Metaview. What it take to what Metaview? None of that. But I do know this: they got a community center in Metaview, but it's not a community center for the public. What is a community center?
By definition for the public, right?
Mm,
The community.
this again is our opinion.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna get too much into I ain't trying to
Then
get
New
sued.
Albany's, yeah, I'm
I ain't
coming for them too. New Albany's
ain't trying to
newly
get sued.
renovated community center, newly renovated community center. I'm not sure about you, New Albany community, but if my community dollars in some shape, form, or fashion helped y'all renovate this newly built building over here, but you won't charge me an arm and a leg to use it? That's crazy.
Crazy world we live in.
You know what I mean? So again, the lack of the resources as far as the extracurricular or the extra training when that's with AAU trainers, when it comes to again with trainers, how am I training you? I can't get no gym, so we don't have the resources of gyms. So I think those were things that made it easier for us to fizzle out, or something else that was stacked against us to get out. You know what I mean? Like some of the kids that have access. Then when we talk about the fact that you know AAU and stuff like that, you were talking about grade shift with your mom and them. All that stuff cost money,
And a lot of it.
a lot of it. And we live in Mississippi, and we live in North Mississippi, and we don't get paid a lot up
Yeah.
here.
If you stay in North Mississippi, you gotta work in Olive Branch, Memphis
If
to
you want to bring
bring
back
back
some
some money. Yeah,
dollars,
if you wanna bring back some dollars, shout out to Toyota because they, you know, they
yeah,
but for the most part, you gotta go the other way
hmm
towards Tennessee. So
yeah.
yeah.
And so the thing is, like you said, if I gotta, in order for us to be in a financial position to even do the stuff you talking about, whether it's AAU training, etc. If I gotta go work the graveyard shift in Memphis and this and across the Tennessee line or whatever to get better pay, in what time frame am I taking you to AAU? Am I taking you to your trainer?
And that just proved my point. I'm not even I ain't even finna bother,
You know what I
mama. You know what I'm
mean?
saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So and that's what I want people sometimes to understand, even when it comes to the athletes that may feel like they could have had the opportunity. Mentally, you gotta have that clarity and the fact to know that, man, especially with the what's helping the Northeast Mississippi community right now is social media.
facts.
Social media helps us get
Mhm.
somewhere. But for the ones before the social media era, understand that it was just so much stacked against you. And again, that's and that's even more testament to the ones that did get
Did
out
it. And
despite.
yeah. So shout out to
You know
these
what I'm saying?
man,
Like
yeah.
Yo Ricos, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The ones that despite the stuff we discussed today that was stacked upon, that,
Dwayne's,
that you know what I mean?
the Cams,
That
you know,
that
even if you
got
went JUCO, you still made it out. So
yeah,
shout out to everybody that made it out
yeah,
of North Mississippi.
yeah,
You made it out of Mississippi, period. Shout out to
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
yeah,
When we talk about those financial burdens, so like and us being vigilant, the decisions that parents had to make or think about making for us even to maybe eliminate one of those barriers or try and knock one of them down. You know what I'm saying? Because, for example, with my mama, I was blessed with the opportunity to play AAU my whole high school career. Okay, but at the same time, back in looking at the financial struggle that she had to go through, to get the money for dues and to get the money for uniforms, and then it don't stop there because you got to.
we gotta be extra. We want leg sleeves and
No,
socks
you
and
know, and see
I
my thing,
was
and see, no, I was never that.
I loved arm sleeves and leg sleeves,
I
man.
was
It
never
was just a
no,
thing
I
for
was
me.
no, I ain't even with the. I don't even think I never wore an undershirt, bro. Like, bro,
Yeah,
I'm
you did.
put.
You used to wear a little black t-shirt
No, I
every
did
now and
not.
then. I swear you did.
No, I
I
didn't.
oh.
Go back, run it. Didn't. Never did. Straight uniform. Straight uniform. Yeah, straight uniform. No extra.
No
I
extra
did it.
nothing.
Yeah, the only thing I condone, I indulged in was the socks. Like,
Elite socks,
yeah,
you double, triple
for
them
sure.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
everybody did
yeah.
though. So yeah,
Now, other than that, nah,
for
no
sure,
headband, no nothing, no
for sure.
nothing. Yeah, just give me shoes and a bucket. I'm good. But but like I said, you got gas. You got to go to all the tournaments. When you go to the tournament, where you gonna sleep at?
Hotel,
Got to get the hotel room. You know what I'm saying?
food.
In my hotel room may be in my dues. Hers ain't. You know what I'm
She done
saying?
paid your dues and gotta pay some more for her room.
You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
So it's stuff like that. And then when we come home, you know, and it's crazy. And this is to my mama. Let me look into the camera. When I was younger, I never understood. When I was younger, and when I say younger, I mean like my early 20s. Like when I would explain my life story to people, sometimes I would say like stuff like, "Oh, I never got to go to the football games," or I didn't like when y'all was at the skate rinks.
I was there every Friday night,
You hear me? When y'all, I
Black folks
Cotton Eye
night.
Joe, I didn't know that a long time
Hey,
ago.
with
When I
Hollow
got
Chase,
way,
yeah, I was out there getting busy. You
you know what I'm
best
saying? You
believe
hear me?
it.
Hey, when y'all out there doing all that, you feel me? I'm at the crib, and at the time, I was sad about it. I was like, bro, and I go to school. Everybody talking about what y'all done did over the weekend. I ain't did none of that. You know what I'm saying? When it come to it was very odd for me because most of the time, per high school or whatever, athletes are like popular. I was like this odd in between
You was
thing
in
because
between, yeah,
athletically, am I popular? Yeah.
absolutely. But I'm not doing what
Social
y'all doing.
scene?
Yeah,
No.
I got
You
you.
know what I mean? I'm at none of that. You know what I'm saying? And at times I struggle at times with that. I feel like I ain't getting no childhood. You know what I'm saying? But to my mama, I want to say yes, I definitely did because when it came to me having a dream that I wanted to chase, she made so many sacrifices for me to do that. So maybe one of them sacrifices was no skate rink. Yeah, your $5 to get in that skate rink is your $5 this summer.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, that was your sacrifice. My
Yeah.
sacrifice was giving it up so I could go to the skate rink.
Mm.
And I should have been hooping instead of the skate ring because I listen. Back then, skating ring was our club.
Legit, because the few times I got to win,
Goodness, bro.
where I
You
get that from?
good.
Let me try it again. The few times I got to go, I guess I got excited. I get that thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But the few times I
Crazy
got to go,
skates.
hey, I was like, bro, this, hey,
It's a
you hear
club
me?
for us.
Hey, the monster drinks was really like alcohol.
That was our
You know what I'm saying?
alcohol.
Give me a shot of monster drink, monster
Man.
energy drink, some candy. You know what I'm
Sour
saying?
straws,
You know what
pizza,
I
you know
mean?
what I'm saying?
And hype me up.
Then don't let it be an all night skate.
I don't
You
think I
never
ever
got
could do
the
that.
man. Listen, great times.
I know. I can imagine.
Great times.
For the time, because for the few times I went when them lights came on,
Woo! All night skate. Listen, them lights off all night. They might click them on every now and then, but
I can't imagine the little bleachers
man.
on the side.
So basically,
The bleachers on the side going crazy.
crazy. I'm in the back. I'm in the back corner. You know, I'm small. You can't see me anyway. Getting busy. Hold on, I'm tripping. My bad.
No. Hey, no. But look, I'm glad that Tay said that though, cause it's a point to what he's saying.
I should have been hooping instead of getting busy back here in this back corner.
To you kids, this is another thing I was thinking about when we was gonna do this. Be a kid.
Please.
You in such a rush
To grow up.
And let me tell you something.
It's not what you think. It's not what you think, boy.
What you thinking right now? I'm telling you, me and Tay thought the same thing. When someone said this to us, we thought the same thing.
And listen,
And then when someone said that they thought the same thing, that we thinking that too.
it's a cycle.
We with you.
We with you. I understand. Oh, I can't wait to be grown. I can't wait to have my own spot. I can't wait to just come in the house when I want to. Those things are great, but it costs dollars to do those things. You gotta have money to come to your own house. You have to have money to go out and stay out all night. Enjoy being a kid.
And then
I promise you.
Even on top of what he said, even though what he said is all fun, it is. Put your money towards better things. Because this is the thing. All the people that we see that are successful, they're not skipping out on fun. You don't see them skipping on fun necessarily. They have fun. But that grind that you don't see, I promise you, they spend 3, 4, 5 times more of their actual time working to enjoy what you see on the outside.
Well, they say work hard, play.
If you work hard, you can play 10 times harder.
I promise you can.
Yeah.
Save y'all money to y'all youngins that's just now get to the workforce. You ain't got no kids.
Yeah.
Save your money.
Yeah. And you know, the rink,
please.
I don't think they do that no more, but whatever it is y'all do now for fun, it ain't worth it.
It's not.
It's momentary.
I promise you.
It's for a season.
It's ooh.
And all that popularity that you're chasing in high school or whatever.
Once you leave high school, guess what? You starting back over.
You have to graduate.
And you have to start back over if you go to college. Work, life, you going to start back over.
And even if you don't go to college, you have to start over. I know so many people that were the popular kid that are very unpopular adults.
Facts.
That's it. You know what I mean? But
hey,
I say that to
say,
I say that to say, don't chase that momentary fame. It's really not worth it. Focus on your long-term goals as an adult. But understand that focusing on those goals means that right now, while I'm a kid, I'm going to be a kid. Enjoy that. When I get my hands on my first bit of money, I'm still a kid. I have no responsibilities. I'm looking long-term for my play harder. So if you want to play harder, you really want to flex, you really want to be that kid they think about from high school, make sure you do that in your adulthood. You know what I'm saying? Prepare yourself for that.
It's okay to sacrifice a little fun.
It's okay to say, nah, I can't go.
No. You want to go out to this party? No, I'm finna go home and chill.
That's okay. Let's
Are you a lame? I'm finna be a lame today.
You know what? So, and let's talk about this. Do you feel like the kids that do have an opportunity in North Mississippi to make it out, Do you feel like sometimes the pressure helps us fizzle out, like, as far as from the community, or do you feel like that's something, like,
Absolutely.
help us? Like, what you think?
It go back and forth, but for the most part, from what I've seen, it helps you fizzle out quicker.
Mm. Elaborate.
I'm just trying to get my words together. Hold on. Because at the end of the day, we put so much pressure on kids because we see their potential. Oh, you 6'5", you this, you run yada yada yada. Yeah, we see that because we're older. But at the end of the day, we have to remember they're kids. And we put so much on this kid, yada yada yada. And like, especially this generation, I don't feel like they're built for it mentally. So it helps them fizzle out even quicker. But just to answer your question, to elaborate on it, we forget they're kids and we have such high expectations and most of them are just not built for it. That them expectations so early. Cause we put pressure on kids at 7th, 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? So
But I agree though. I agree in a sense of the fact that it can be both.
mhm,
Like your side of it, I agree that sometimes it can be too much to where it's like when your path is already chosen for you.
mhm.
I feel like sometimes when it's chosen for you, you don't get that organic opportunity to fall in love with whatever sport it is you choose to play. Because I was listening to a podcast earlier, and one thing they were talking about is when basketball stops being a hobby. And it spoke volumes when she said that don't nobody yell at you about a hobby. I said,
Mhm.
you don't
When it's
you don't
when
get
it
in
start to
trouble
feel
about a
like work,
hobby when it
yeah, it's not
becomes a
even a
job.
job, yeah.
So you gotta think when you put pressure on these kids at a young age immediately to be whatever it is you have projected for them to be, it never gets to be a hobby. They never get to fall in love with it and be okay with it becoming a job because when you get the opportunity for it to be a hobby and you fall in love with it and you're chasing it,
It become a craft then when you fall in love with it
now
organically.
it's a craft. Now
Mhm,
I'm okay with it being a job.
mhm.
Now I'm okay with you yelling at me. Now I'm okay with you correct. Yeah, because I want to be the best at it when it's organically grown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think even with kids that are super good at it, that um love it and do want it to be a craft, again, when you put too much pressure or you stop making it a craft, or I mean stop making it a hobby and try and making it to a craft too early, you still fall into the same trap of making them fall in love. You can do that too. You can do it in any point really in their career. If at any point you put too much pressure and it no longer is what the athlete intends for it to be, that's where you run into that issue.
Yeah. I was talking to my grandma. She said, "You gonna make him play basketball?" I said, "I ain't gonna make him do nothing." Talking about Easton.
Yeah.
I ain't not even make him do nothing. If he choose it, cool. If he don't, cool.
And then
But he like Titus. He have his moments. I be so happy.
yeah.
But I be like, I ain't
That's
gonna
what
do
I was gonna
that.
say. That I just this is
Go ahead. Just do
that's what I
your
was
little
gonna
moment so I can watch it. But at
yeah,
the
that's
same
what I was gonna
time,
ask you.
at
I
the
was gonna
same
say, but
time, be
then
like,
but
ooh, just
I
grasp
was
it.
like,
Just grasp it.
but like how do you feel like when you yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I
Like
just want like at the same time, like it made me happy because like he in there, he be like, he just be in there dunking. Look at that duck. I'm like, yes, yes. But I don't want to overdo it.
you
You know
know
what
what
I'm
I mean?
saying?
Yeah.
Cause I be a fan. Cause I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness, he. Cause the way
Yeah.
I look at it as a parent, I'm like, hey, that's another way we connect. But at the same
Yes.
time, I done seen that parent, you know,
Mhm.
disconnected too.
Yeah.
So like when he have it, I just let him enjoy it. Good job, bud. Good job. But in my heart, I'm just,
Yes, like please
please,
love it.
please, please love it.
Yeah. Hey. And then in these small towns, because we from small town, everybody know everybody anyway. But at the same time, when you doing something different, especially athletically, when you're one of those, more talented kids that the community focuses in on,
Mhm.
everybody know your name. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
In it's different. Know your
He
name.
ain't that good.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he liked it.
You know what I
No, he
mean?
ain't. What's
You know
such
what I'm
such
saying?
Yeah. Mhm.
How do you feel like that affects our trajectory? You
You
know what I'm
should answer
saying?
that. I was never that person.
It's when you just come random with it.
Hey, that was never me. That's more of you.
I'll say, because with Cam, we spoke a little bit about, which I don't think I put it in the episode, but this is, I guess, a behind the scene from a clip, discussing the politics of in these small areas when you're that athlete that is trajected by the community to be such and such and such, you gotta carry yourself as though the community expects you to be such and such and such. And then when it comes to the games, you have to play as though that even goes back to when we were talking about who has more pressure on them as far as the main scorer, quote unquote, or just any
The
other teammate.
others. Yeah, the others.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's different because when you come out there on the floor as that main person that's projected to get out the county, you gotta play like that.
Every
Like you
night.
projected to get out the
Mhm.
county
Every night, yeah.
every night. No days off. You know what I mean? And then when you're out in the community, you gotta seem like that too because
Mhm. 'Cause everybody eyes on you.
and and I don't mean no harm in a small community.
Everybody know everybody.
And on top of that, like what I felt like was messed up, and this is just me personally speaking, and this was just my experience. I'm expected to go out in the community and hold myself as almost more than a kid because I can't do this, I can't do that. I can't go chill with my friends that's out partying and doing it. I can't be seen in that crowd. I can't be labeled as this, that, and the third. But at the same time, I'm also labeled by the community as uppity or think I'm better than because I won't do this and I won't do that and I won't go there. Which one is it? Am I the representative of this community that y'all, what I'm saying,
Ain't a
hold to
million
this
people.
standard?
Mhm.
Or am I a kid that gets to be a kid, but still in the background you're whispering about, oh, I saw Jakie's daughter off at the bonfire, and she had a beer. She was underage with a beer at the bonfire.
So was your daughter.
And she played basketball.
So was your daughter. Your daughter was too. She was doing a lot more too.
You hear me? So I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? With the pressure of the community wanting me to present myself and represent them in a way, but at the same time, I think I'm better than because I don't indulge in what you do.
Mhm. I really can't answer that. I was never that guy. I was more the second or the third. So I never got that, which I feel like I
And
got it. I
I
got
was
it, but
jealous of teammates of that too. Like, 'cause
yeah,
of course, I have teammates going, and like you said, they chilling.
they chilling. We having a good time. Like, but I get it though. At the same time, I do get you because of my last name. You know how tough it is being known as Jesse and Edward great grandson
Hmm.
at an early age. I was like, man, I was like, man, I wish I had some different grandparents because like you like, who are you? Octavius Gray. You know Jesse Gray? Yeah, it's my grandma. Your
Yeah,
grandmama?
Mama Jackie. Yeah.
Yeah. What? I'm still me. Like I'm grateful for
Right.
the
Right.
foundation that they
Right.
laid. I
Right.
promise you, I don't take it for granted. The foundation that they laid, but I'm still a person.
Mm-hmm. The
You just
individual.
know me because of them. You don't know me for me. You know me
Mm-hmm.
because of them.
And then anything I do, you gonna pin on
And
them,
on
and
them.
you know what I
He
mean,
was raised right.
or it
Oh,
wasn't. Whatever the
yeah,
case may be,
or
whatever your
he,
opinion ends up
whatever it
being.
is. But I still had a part to play in it because I had choices and decisions that I
Mm-hmm.
could have
Mm-hmm.
made. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to them for giving me that, but it's still my
Mm-hmm.
choice at the end of the day. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah. And I think to attest to what we're saying though, the biggest thing is when you apply that pressure to these kids,
Mhm.
you also apply a fear of failure. Because the thing is, when you fail in a small community,
Man,
it's public.
everybody know about it.
It's not private.
If you don't know me, you know my people.
Right.
If I don't know you, my people know you,
Right.
and so on and so forth.
Exactly.
So that I feel like dealing with that at an early age, I think that's why I'm so reserved now
Mm.
because I realize my last name carries a good bit of weight, and I don't want to let them down.
Mhm. I
So
agree.
yeah, I
I agree.
yeah,
And
like
even now, I still feel that
I
with
still
being
feel it.
in a small town, that fear of failure, because it's gonna be publicized and it's going to definitely be my family is gonna be held accountable for it, despite it being an individual decision.
It was my decision, but you blaming?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I couldn't have it.
Yeah. 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 And even with that fear, let's talk about on the court though. Like we done talked about like how it is publicly, but that fear of failure and that fear, that pressure placed upon us, how do you feel like that affects the athletes on the floor, like during the game or on the field or whatever sport they play?
You get to overthinking
Mm.
as that athlete because, especially for you scores,
Mhm.
don't let y'all have a 15-point game. Hey, I have 15-point game. Listen, I did my shit. You or Jacob or Devon or all the great scorers I play with, let y'all have 15-point game. But y'all played the right way, the community gonna kill you. Man, you suck tonight. You suck tonight. 15, but you shot it effective. You know, you got your points effectively. But you had 15. Cause
Don't let us lose.
y'all lose. Man, I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing I really enjoyed about not being the guy.
Yeah.
It might be my fault that I missed that game winning layup. But you the guy.
Nobody's nobody's the answer is he never would have been in that position if you would have.
Oh no. You wouldn't have.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I
And you
give
know,
y'all a hard time. That's why I be on y'all so much because I'm like, bro, y'all really just put too much on y'allselves.
but what I was gonna say on the back end, what we're discussing today is though, like the behind the scenes of is it that athlete putting it on themselves or is it more underlying factors? Because see, for me, like for example, one, you think this trait is toxic. I also think this trait is toxic, but you got to think from this mindset and the
Mhm.
pressure put upon you. If we're in the game and we're down one, and when me and Zeta was playing,
It ain't nothing but high pick and roll.
it's gonna be either Zeta finna score,
Or you finna get it. But most time it ain't nothing but a high pick and roll with y'all two.
but either way it goes,
Mm-hmm. So you had the luxury though. You had another one.
and I was finna say now,
You had the
God,
luxury.
thank
You
you,
had the
God,
luxury of
Zeta,
oh
thank
my
you,
goodness.
God, for you.
She get overlooked too.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a
When
yeah.
so another day, another
Yeah.
subject. She gets looked over in the guard position definitely a lot because the reason why I think Zeta gets overlooked a lot is because you gotta think on the back end we came when we
You
came with Jayla and we were there when she left.
mm-hmm.
So from a community standpoint, I can't imagine the comparison. You know what I mean?
And that I ain't gonna lie. Around that time, is she better than Jayla?
You know what I mean? So I can't
And that
imagine.
was a lot to live up to.
Yeah,
Cause Jayla,
and for me, I'm coming off the Becca era. You
y'all
know,
really had it rough, dog.
yeah, and then even off the top of the Becca era, me and her both are coming off of the Jayla Daisha era, where that
Y'all
was an
had
OG high pick. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And for me, like I struggle with that. I can't shoot like Daisha. I'm more the post player like Becca. But me and her coming in and bro, you gotta think our freshman year is the year after their championship.
You was really that hybrid. Like you moved like Daisha. You was mobile like Daisha.
Hmm.
But your bread and butter was down low like Becca.
And that's why I pay homage to both of them.
Yeah, you that hybrid.
I had
You
the
put both of
opportunity.
them together.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
with Becca, I got to learn how to be like a dominant post player. With Daisha, I got the opportunity to learn with my size and my height. Becca can do you know what I'm saying? And it's not that we can't do that. It's not that we can't, but
This it was
Daisha
just
taught
it
me
was easier
that,
for her.
yeah, Daisha taught me that's easier for her, especially at her height. We may have to hit them with a counter to get into that with our height. We may have to position ourselves differently. We may have to, you know what I'm saying? We may have to extend them off the block a little to get that. You know, she taught me that aspect. Daisha gave me more of this because I was already ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you was already
You know,
yeah,
she
yeah.
gave me that. Hey, young buck,
The IQ part,
we
yeah.
not 6 foot something post players.
You know, y'all ain't back.
You know what I mean? So you can't do that. You can't think like that. So Daisha, I give her so much homage for this up here. And for me, Daisha really amazed me because again, Daisha was there when Becca was there too. But I'm watching Daisha like get the same buckets Becca getting with the but like
More finesse.
and it's
It
tougher
yeah,
footwork
mhm.
because she's having to do a little bit more to get to that bucket. It's you know what I'm saying, defender more on they. I just you know what I'm saying. So I had a great opportunity, and me and Zeta had some
You
good
came up
upbringing.
behind some dogs,
Yeah,
bruh.
yeah,
You
yeah,
came up behind some
yeah, yeah,
dogs. They
yeah.
don't know that though, but hey,
But I'll say that like you said that fear plays in. We got those games where we down one. It's a flash in my mind to Becca. It's a flash in my mind to Daisha. And it's a flash in my mind they not here no more. When we come up at that huddle, I'm supposed to be them.
I didn't you know what? I didn't get that mentality until my senior year.
Mm,
And that's when I got hurt.
mm.
'Cause like from from freshman to junior year, you gotta think, bro. I'm playing behind Ishmael, Jacob, Dante. So like ain't nothing on me. And then like my mental switch like they gone. And people was talking so much trash that summer. Y'all gonna be trash. Jacob gone. Y'all ain't got
I ain't gonna
nobody.
lie. Put me in there.
I know. Oh, I heard it all.
Put me in
I
there.
heard
I'm
it
guilty.
all.
Guilty as
I
charged.
heard it all. And then I'm looking like, bruh, I bet.
I was like, yeah,
For
come
sure.
Tippecanoe tournament. We ain't got
Okay.
finally, it's a good year for I
And
was
so
like,
yeah,
you know,
y'all
it's a good
looking
year
at it
for the
like
boys.
we can breathe.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Man,
Ripley finna
no.
sweep this thing this year, Blue Mountain out.
Bruh. I'm telling you, that my senior year team, yeah, I think about that team a lot. I feel
Mm.
like that was my personally favorite team because I actually put that pressure on myself to be a scorer. That's why I feel like, man, I'm telling before I got hurt, Jada, that dog that you wanted to see, bro.
I probably would have been like, finally. Well, hey,
Exactly.
like the
That's
Valtori, finally.
and bro, Coach Mason and like Devin, boy, I was snapping that summer. I was averaging like 19 and 9 assists. Devin was like, finally,
Yeah,
you finally,
yeah,
finally.
yeah.
Coach Mason said, you finally stepped up. He said, you had it in you all along. I did, but y'all gotta understand, bro. Like, do you know how easy it is to set up Ishmael and Jacob?
Mm,
Do you know how easy that is? I gotta go out here and defend just a little bit
yeah,
and get on the ball and get out the way. You know how easy that is?
yeah. From going to you look over, neither one of them
Neither
on the
one of
wing.
them there.
Yeah, yeah.
Neither one of them there.
And you know, I say another thing about that pressure. With that pressure, it could chip away at your confidence too.
Oh yeah.
Because, like for example, I can remember games where it's gonna be 5, 6 people come to you and tell you how you should have did this, you could have did that, why you ain't do this, move here, look for this, do that.
And I'm trying to take all this in, and it's coming from 6 different people point of view.
And you know, my mama always taught me if one person said it might not be you. But if multiple people,
People can tell you the same thing. It's you.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Mm.
getting off the floor, so I'm contemplating with that. I'm contemplating with thinking about, you know, my morals and my upbringings of that. So are they right? Are they wrong? I thought I had a good I know I had a I know, you know. and having to bounce back and be okay and stand 10 and apply what you need to apply. Don't apply because you got practice tomorrow. You got to be that leader for your teammates tomorrow. You got to be whatever it is they expect you to be tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I think also, man, that pressure plays a big part in um
That's why y'all need a point guard like me. I can take away some of that pressure.
the one that's not scoring. We need the point guard taking away the pressure. The one that's not
Yes,
scoring.
cause guess what? You putting all that pressure on you to go score. Hold on, slow down.
But if you're
Jada,
not
Jada,
scoring any other
Jada,
points
go
to
down
help
there.
me
That's
score
what I'm
any other point,
saying though. I understand, like, you gonna get your bucket, but you gonna force it. Slow down. Let's run this. Breathe a little bit. Cause I notice the
can
scores.
you
Cause
can you just help me score? Can you score some points,
yeah, if you want me to, but
please?
I'd rather see you score. Cause guess what? I know I'm gonna get more out of you.
Mm.
I know how to get
I
more
see.
out of
I think
you.
you just you like
Oh,
to
like y'all like
manipulate.
playing mind
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Yes, it's
That's what.
it's so fun.
Yeah, that's what it
It's the
is for you.
Gemini in me. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
was gonna
saying?
say that's
Yeah,
what it is for you.
yeah. It's a mind game.
Yeah, that's what it is for you, man.
But bro, I'm telling you, bro, I play with, like, most scores. They don't play defense. I
That's
ain't
why.
gonna say no name because he can't sit on the couch yet. But
Are you talking about Jacob?
he'll play every now and then. But it's another one
So,
too.
oh, are you talking about
It's two.
Ishmael? Are you talking about Divine? I'm
No,
naming everybody. I'm
Ishmael
trying to
did.
get
I ain't
it
gonna lie,
out.
Ishmael did clamp up.
I'm
But
trying to get it
them
out.
other
Yeah, are you
two,
talking about Divine?
them other
So
two,
you're saying Divine?
them other
So
two,
you're saying Jacob played a little, Divine played
they
none?
they were iffy. They were
Ooh.
iffy on the defensive end sometimes. But I get it. You gotta go down there and get a bucket. I get it. So how I used to do it, bro. Jacob, give me a stop and get right back to you. Jacob, give me a stop. Here. I'm out the way, dog.
You heard it here first on Hoops and
I'm
Headspace.
out the way, dog.
Jacob did not play defense
I never
per se.
no.
Oh,
He
my
did
bad.
compared to me. No.
Oh, so that's out his mouth. Um,
Jacob, me and Jacob don't have these conversations. He don't play defense. And Devon, you lazy too. Y'all some lazy defenders. I'm finna start something today. Y'all lazy. I love y'all though. Y'all my brothers for life, but y'all lazy on defense.
and I told you with my coach, bro, we had to play. It's play defense or don't play. So I had to fall in love with it.
Which I'm not saying they couldn't defend. They just
Yeah,
I'm not. I
I
know
ain't
I'm
gonna lie, now if I could relax a little,
exactly, but y'all relax a little too much. So you really just prove my point. Y'all
I said a little.
y'all go three,
Run it
four,
back.
y'all go 3-4 possessions without show a hand. That's how y'all do it, showing a hand.
And then what you say, dude?
No,
Oh.
lock up. I'm trying to come on.
I don't got no belief in who I'm defending, so I ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
But man, okay, so we said lack of resources is a boundary that plays a factor in that fizzle. We said that pressure from the community plays a part in that fizzle. I don't even know if this is on here, but before we even get to the closing, us athletes ourselves play a part in the fizzle.
I was gonna say I was the reason for my fizzle.
I'll say for me, and it's just speaking on me.
Talk your talk.
Yeah, speaking on me.
We're gonna do a talk your talk segment today.
I don't know, maybe.
Nah, we don't need to. Y'all know who it is, cuz. Go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
But for me personally, like, okay, boom, when I was younger, referencing back to, because, we've gotten so many isms from guests, though. I appreciate that. Thinking back to Auntie Leslie's episode, imagine had I locked in how I should have, because even with me missing the rinks, even with me doing this and the third, I was still sitting in the crib. If it wasn't AAU ball, if it wasn't school ball, I was still at the house. Granted, can I get my accepted excuse for no resources? Yeah, but what Auntie Leslie say, go out there, dribble. Before I gotta go, when I was young, I used to throw it on the roof, get on my mama nerves till she bought me one. I could have did that. For example, when I was younger, another thing on top of the had I done what I should have done, that's physically, like she said. Another thing, had I ate right when I was younger, um. Then moving forward, I even got lucky enough to be blessed with a scholarship. I decided to be, I'm not gonna say, I mentally got in my way, and I sat there and I pouted about the fact that I felt like I shoulda got this and that for basketball, which I meant that, I stepped that. I should have. Okay, but cool. Next. And then I sat there and I played myself and I took for granted a D1 scholarship, doing what I wanna do, going in the gym and I'm hooping. They not paying you to hoop. I'm sorry, they're not paying you to hoop. I'm partying. They not paying you to party. They paying you to get good grades and do track. I was doing neither one of them. So we can hold ourselves back too. Yeah, we can be a factor in our own fizzle out too.
For me, I got in my own way just for the simple fact of this is pre-injury. Like you said, I could have been working a lot harder, but ninth, 10th grade year, I'm not playing. Why am I putting in extra work and I know I'm not getting in the game?
Mhm.
That's how I'm processing it then.
Mm,
I got 2 guys every night I know that's gonna get us 25. What am I practicing for? What do they need me for? That's my mental. 11th grade year, I'm kinda on it. I still got Jacob. I still got Jacob. Like I said, my mental didn't switch until they were gone. Yeah, I coulda ate right. I coulda did more and more, but I was just looking at it like, why do I have to work when we got a foundation already?
mhm,
I'm not a big part of the foundation at
mhm.
that time. So it took me too long to be like, "Nah, it don't matter that you not playing.
Yeah,
You still need to work. You
yeah,
still need to do this. You." And luckily I was I feel like I was blessed for it to be at my height, I was blessed athletically.
yeah,
I was blessed. So a lot of stuff just came naturally. Jumping, running,
mhm,
all that little stuff, that's natural. I do that anyways.
yeah,
But for me, it was I got 2 25-point scores a game. I really ain't playing. I'm not doing all the extra stuff. I'm finna go to practice. I'm finna go home, do what I need to do, and I'm doing whatever else after that.
yeah,
'Cause I shit with my mama didn't have no tight rings.
mhm,
She low key let me do what I wanted to do. I fizzled myself out, and I think about it all the time, man. If I could go back to not even too far, just ninth grade,
yeah.
I'd do it all over again.
And if we will understand that this is the biggest thing too.
Not cherishing that moment.
Yeah, and on top of that, because I wanna double back to what we said in the beginning, this is for me, this is for you, this is for any athlete that feels like they fizzled out. If you listening and you didn't make it, I want you to understand that that don't mean you failed.
You didn't.
That does not mean you failed. And I also want you to understand that we were in a system that wasn't built with us small town people in mind, especially before social media. But we're just saying, but when you self-reflect and you hold yourself accountable for your part, had we been at that age and understood that the system wasn't built for us, so not only do you gotta work hard, you gotta work harder.
Mhm. Until you smaller guards, 5'7" and below, you gotta work 100 times harder.
You know what I
You
mean?
have to.
That's the thing though. That don't mean you failed it. But had we known, like I said, had we known ahead of time the factors stacked against us and all that
Mhm.
stuff compared to other people, and known how much harder we had to work to get out. But again, that's us asking a kid
Yeah.
to do that.
I ain't gonna say you say if we had known. We did know. It was just the fact we had got numb to the voices that was telling us.
Mm.
We knew, 'cause like you said, they told us, "I get you, I understand." We just
And felt like you was different.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just I wouldn't say not knowing, the lack of understanding.
Mm. Mm.
We had the lack of understanding and getting numb to
Yep.
voices, so
Yeah. And then to the athletes right now that are in our small counties, I want to tell you something too. Your value is not tied in scholarships. Your value is not tied in a stat line. And your value is not tied in a highlight reel. if as an athlete you still standing, you still growing, and you still learning, you still winning. You know what I mean?
Fizzle. That's a clip. A
That's
clip
it.
right
Yeah.
there. That's the clip.
So I want you to understand that, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't allow people that have already, I don't mean no harm to us fizzled out players,
Fizzle me. That's why I don't say too much
but
now.
I don't mean no harm, but don't let us fizzle out athletes put too much pressure on you. Don't let your community put too much pressure on you. When it comes to the resources, like Auntie Leslie said, you may not have them. Find a loophole. Figure it out, because if you want to get there, if you really, really want to get there, there's a way. If you got the will, there's a way.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And understand this before we get out of here.
Yeah.
This little 4-year gap that you got between freshman year and senior year, that's not your life.
Mm. And that's in high school and college.
That's high school, college, whatever chapter you going through. That's not your whole story. It's a chapter. You have to move on from it. Whether you continue to do it or you don't, you have to move on from it.
Mm-hmm.
But keep going. At the end of the day, man, I promise you.
Yeah. But again, man, to our small communities, again, to the ones that did fizzle out, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a lesson learned in there. And then to our younger ones that's got the opportunity, take the life lessons from us. We're trying to save you. We ain't trying to hate on you. We're trying to save you from going down the same path. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Take it from somebody that's been through it, man. Listen, I promise you, your grandmama, your daddy, your mama, your granddaddy, whoever you got in your life that's telling you exactly what we're telling you. Listen, I know you like, man, they don't know nothing. They know more than you know.
Yeah, for sure.
They was a teenager before you was, so hey,
Yeah.
take them gems for real.
Yeah. And history repeats itself. So
I promise you it do.
yeah. But that's what we got, man. To our community, man, we love you. To the Hoops and Headspace community, man, we love you. This episode will be out before the panel, so I want to push the panel here at the end. Y'all come to JB's rental. Shout out to JB. We was talking about resources in Ripley. Mississippi. Shout out to JB, man.
Shout out JB, man.
Yeah, man, Mr. Brooks, man, we appreciate you, because you could be like every other person or company or whatever in Ripley that makes it very hard for the community to use your facility, and you did not. So we do definitely appreciate that. So y'all come out February the 6th. What you doing that for? What are you? Anyway, y'all come out February the 6th to JB's building in Ripley, Mississippi for our live discussion panel. We'll have previous guest Rico McDonald.
Shout out Rico.
Yep, Leslie McDonald Watt.
Auntie Leslie.
Hunter Givens.
Hunter.
And Coach Rolanda Tipler. So
Tippler.
y'all be there, and
He said I gave him a drawer. Tippler.
y'all be there, man. Y'all support them. Y'all support us. Y'all support the conversation. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be well needed.
You gonna tell them about where they want to come? They can get tickets.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So
yeah.
this is our first time, but if you want to come, I'm gonna attach it because I've learned how to do that on YouTube.
Jada been working. Don't let her lie to y'all, bro. She just been figuring stuff out.
So I'm gonna attach it right here for y'all right now. Bam! On your screen, you will see the link to get you a ticket. So if you want to get you a ticket to our event, just click the link in this video right now up here that says "Get you a ticket." And get you a ticket to that event, man. And y'all come out and y'all spend some time with us on February the 6th.
We'll see y'all February 6th. We'll see y'all before that, after that.
Period.
Y'all just gonna keep seeing us.
Live and direct.
Hey.
Live and direct. That's our little song. We need to we got the equipment. I think we should record that. But anyway, y'all just keep rocking with us, man. And we hope y'all get some good isms from this episode as well.
I am so glad we didn't have a guest.
The antisocial over there. But anyway, this is Hoops and Headspace, the podcast where mental health and sports intersect. I'm your host, Jada Rich.
I'm your co-host, Tae.
For sure. And we are up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all.